All right, the moment is here. The time that we all, and the moment that we all have been waiting for, the Golden Key 3.0 is set to be released. We have a few other things that we wanted to add. That way we can give access to the members. But the Golden Key 3.0 is here, baby. Like the original Golden Key was very accurate, right? Based off of the Golden Key tool that we have on TradingView. The Golden Key tool on TradingView is so accurate, we had to create the EA on MT4. That way we can automate the trades, because the signals that are coming in from the session key tool and the Golden Key tool, based out of our perfect entry trading system on TradingView, has been giving us well over 5,000 pips on a weekly basis consistently for almost 2 years now, right? I did a result video or replay or recap earlier today on yesterday's results, and we caught over 2,000 pips in 24 hours yesterday based off of the Golden Key. Well, mainly the Golden Key. We had a few session key tools in there, or session key signals as well. But the Golden Key tool and the EA is now ready for the members. There's been a lot of people that's been waiting for the Golden Key, and I am very thankful that you guys have been patient with us in the development team trying to get this thing situated for you guys to use. We didn't want to prematurely give access, and then there was a few bugs that had to be worked out, so we had to go through rounds and rounds of testing, making sure everything was set up correctly, right? But this Golden Key 3.0 still has the same settings based off of the original Golden Key that we had, based off of the hour time frame that you can utilize. And now with this 3.0, you can actually pick the hour time frame that you want to use. You can either utilize the original strategy based off of the agent session. We're also going to teach you how to utilize it for the New York session, the opening bell, and the London breakout. But we also have a new strategy, the every candle strategy, that is going to be implemented in the Golden Key 3.0. So you can choose whether you want to use the original strategy, one candle strategy, which is basically based off of the hour candle. Any candle that you want to use, there's a certain strategy. We're going to teach you which candle to use or which candles to use based off of the session. But we also have an every candle strategy, right? And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what it is and what that new strategy does and how it works. Now, first, this is an account that I started with, $10,000 yesterday, right? This is an account that we started with yesterday at $10,000. This is a demo, just to test out. And you can see the results. Like, it's a whole bunch of wins, a lot of wins. We had a few losses, hiccups. That was during FOMC, right? Few losses during FOMC, but it's cool. It's still up $674 within 24-hour period. Now, notice we caught a buy here. This buy that you see is still in profit. It's still trailing. It's now trailing the market. It has, I believe, each trade is a 0.10, so it takes partial profits. It took a partial profit here. It took a partial profit here, and now the stop loss is just basically trailing the market based off of the remaining lot size on this trade, right? So basically, all this strategy does, it follows the zone. It follows the candles. So if you have a certain zone, say for instance here, you have a certain zone. This is your zone, right? Say this is your zone, and the trade is going to take effect when the zone is broken. So notice you have a break of the zone, and then it went into profit. You would have probably closed out about 10, 20 pips here, and then it would eventually pull back on you. Once the trade closes, the zone is now in effect to the brand new candle or the previous candle, right? So if this is the previous candle, notice you got a break of that zone, and then it went straight into profit. The great thing about this tool, if the zone is not broken, say for instance, let's see if I can find one, see if we can find a good example. Perfect example right here. Say for instance, this huge candle was your zone. You don't want to use this zone as a trade setup for an EA. This is a huge zone. So if it breaks out of the zone, it's going to take a trade. Now, if it broke above the zone, it would have been a buy, and your stop loss would have been way down here. You don't want this to be your zone, and it just utilizes this zone for the next 24 hours. So if it sees this as the zone, and the zone is not broken, it is going to automatically move to the next candle, which would have been this candle here, right? Now your zone is a little bit smaller. But notice what happened again. You wicked, it did wick, but it did not close outside the zone. So being that it did not close outside the zone, now your zone is here. And your zone is now a little bit shorter, right? We want to catch the best trade win to loss ratio, low risk, high reward possible. So now this is your zone. Notice how big this zone still is. It did not break. This candle did not break the zone. So what the EA is going to do is automatically going to go to the next candle, which will be a smaller zone. What happened after that? It broke outside the zone and you caught your 20 to 30 pips. Right? Then it pulled back. Say, for instance, it caught you 20, 30 pips, it pulled back, and then eventually right here, you caught a sell out this zone. This was the zone. This is a natural trade, right? This was the zone at one point in time, and it took this trade off of the sell, and notice the sell closed out in profit, and then the pullback would have took out the rest of the trade, being that this is a partial profit, it took out the rest of the trade at break even. So if that's the case, now this is the new zone. It broke outside the zone, it bought outside the zone, and then it started closing profits all the way up. It closed profits all the way up here. Now it pulled back. Once it pulls back, a new zone is created. It broke the zone, took the sell, closed out in profit. So it's going to, this new strategy that we have in the golden key is going to follow the market. The original setting was based off of 1 hour time frame. So if you pick a certain time frame, that 1 hour candle will be your zone for the remaining 24 hours unless you change it manually. You can change it if you want. This new strategy will implement to where it's going to follow the markets until the zone is broken. And notice, like I said, this is just the test account, but we're currently up $700 within 24 hours. Utilizing this golden key 3.0 EA. This is full automation, baby. This is the golden key. So I am very thankful for you guys for being patient, the ones that have been waiting for this release. This will be released by next week. We got to make sure that the licensing system picks it up and everybody's accounts will be able to get connected to it. But once we have that, you guys, you active members that have been waiting so long, you guys will get access to the golden key 3.0. Oh, baby, I want you guys to be excited because this, along with the Dominator. Now, the Dominator works very well in ranging markets, right? There's certain cases in the Dominator, if it does one of these numbers and it goes into a heavy uptrend or a heavy downtrend, depending on your risk appetite and the size of your account balance, you can run in a drawdown. To alleviate that, while the Dominator is working through the ranging markets like this, when it starts pulling these numbers and goes into a heavy trend, the golden key 3.0 is going to follow the trend and take the trades. If it breaks the zone and it goes higher highs, it's going into a buy. It's buying because it's breaking the high. We're going into a buy. When it starts breaking the lows and going into lower lows, we're going into a downtrend. It's going to start selling. So utilizing the golden key 3.0, with not only just the original strategy based off of one specific time frame or zone, whether it's during Asian session, New York session, or London session, but you now have the additional strategy to where it can follow the zone or follow the market as it moves. And you can do this on an hour chart, a 30-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Notice this is a 5-minute chart. So every 5 minutes, if it breaks the high, the next 5 minutes, you're in a buy. You put your 20 pips. Next 5 minutes, it didn't break. The 5 minutes after that, it broke again. You're back in the profit, another 20 pips. It's going to follow the trend. So you guys, thank you for being patient. It's been a long time coming, but I'm telling you, it is well worth the wait. When you add the new strategy, in addition to the original golden key strategy, it's 2 strategies in one, basically 2 EAs in one, and you add that to the Dominator, there is no way that you should be able to lose. Even if the Dominator gets caught in drawdown because it's caught in a heavy uptrend, but it was trying to sell down here, and then it starts to go in a drawdown, the golden key will alleviate and balance out for you and catch the uptrend. Now, as a manual trader, just to be overly assertive in micromanaging the EA, if you're noticing that it's going into a trending market, you can turn it from the Dominator and then put it onto the golden key. That way you're not running the risk of the Dominator going into drawdown. You can utilize The EA specifically for the market conditions. If you're in a ranging market, utilize the denominator. If it starts to go in a trending market, utilize the golden key 3.0, baby. Hopefully you guys are excited. I hope that you guys enjoy your holidays, spend some time with your family, your loved ones, what you're grateful for, thankful for. You're still here. It is a blessing that you're still here throughout all of the turmoil, the pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it. It's been a roller coaster ride. You're still here, baby. You are blessed. Your season is next year. 2023 is the God year. It's the year of the seven. It's God's year. It's your year. It's your time. I'll see you guys in the next video.